There's an ask for every seat. A major mistake a lot of us make, including myself, is that we'll shy away from properties that we would not live in.
One thing you said, Zach, about interesting marketing that surprised me too was, obviously being a country property 2 miles down a dirt road, I thought that was an issue for people. And surprisingly enough, people like that, and they like, so just getting down that dirt road and doing all that, I was like, hey, do you have a GPS? Do you have the, like, no, we got it handled, so that was, I don't know, that was a learning point for me and my perspective on the people looking at the home.
Yeah, and the people that are interested in buying in that area, right, are used to that type of environment. So one of our students used to say, or one of our members, I should say, used to say, there's an ask for every seat. So you can't, a major mistake a lot of us make, including myself, is that we'll shy away from properties that we would not live in. And that's a big mistake for us to do it, because the property that you wouldn't live in could be somebody's dream home. So you still have to approach the deal, and if the deal financially makes sense, then structure the deal and do what Kyle's doing right now, which is he made it contingent. So I know he's doing some extra work, and who knows if this property doesn't sell, Kyle's got a lot of learning, right, that he was able to gather from it. This is what's beautiful about the business. You get to learn and make money at the same time, which is usually not the same it was usually not possible in most industries. So you get to learn. And so that if Kyle does sell this property, like, even if Kyle didn't want to live there, he took it as an opportunity. Especially when you're first getting started, don't discount an opportunity. Take advantage of it, make it contingent, learn through the process. And if it sells, amazing, and you get to make money from it. If it doesn't, that's okay too. You just learned, and then you just keep going from there. Go ahead, Laura.
Yeah, 2 questions. So where'd you find it? Like, what was the original source? And then I love Mike Krupa's question, what would you do differently if you had to start it all over again? So I'm pulling Mike in. So what was the source and what would you do differently?
The source was expired. He had it on the market. He tried to sell, and they weren't able to sell. Currently is be more, right? Because when you're new, you're timid. You're nervous. And I think what I learned is just to be more direct. But in a helpful way of like, hey, you need to do this, and this if you're gonna make this thing. If we're gonna sell this thing, just be straight with them up front. And just from the shape that it was in the beginning of having that conversation right away, because, we're wasting time if you're not having that conversation, and, it doesn't benefit them or me.
Yeah, that's great. It sounds like you added a lot of value in your bringing in your firefighter experience and all that. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, and I think what's been helpful too, like you're saying, Zach, if it sells, like he tried to put it on the market, that didn't work. But now, like, I kind of feel like it's almost like a friend in the pocket for him, right? I'm not just the guy that's looking to sell his home, but I let him know what was going on. I've been working with him and going the extra mile for him. So I think once we get this thing cleaned up, we'll have enough traction on this that, like I said, it may not hit the $500,000 mark, but we can sell it, and we'll move it for them.